Have you ever stood up from a chair and felt your legs tremble a little? Maybe your arms felt heavy as you reached for something. Or walking across a room suddenly took more effort than it used to. No pain, no big warning. Just a quiet sense that your body isn't as strong as it once was. Many people call it aging. But what if that's not the full story? What if the real reason you're feeling weaker is something you're doing every day without even knowing it? A small habit. So ordinary, so routine, but slowly, silently breaking down your muscles. And by the time you realize it, it's already made you tired, stiff, or dependent on others. If you're over 50 or care about staying strong as you age, take a moment to subscribe to this channel. Here at Senior Fit, we share weekly health tips to help you keep your muscles, your balance, and your independence no matter your age. Because you deserve to live with energy, not just survive with weakness. What's happening to your body may not be just old age. It could be something called sarcopenia, a medical condition that causes gradual muscle loss after midlife. Sarcopenia doesn't show up overnight. It doesn't come with loud pain or scary symptoms. It just creeps in slowly. Your strength fades, your balance slips, and everyday tasks, carrying groceries, rising from bed, climbing stairs, become harder. And yet, most people never hear the word until it's too late. A study from the Lancet Public Health found that over 30% of adults over 60 already show signs of sarcopenia, but many don't even know it because the damage isn't sudden, it's silent. But here's the good news. There are ways to slow it down, even reverse it. And the first step is knowing which daily habits are weakening your muscles the most. In this video, we'll count down the 10 worst habits that destroy your strength over time. Some may surprise you. And habit number 1, it's something almost every senior does, thinking it healthy. Habit number 10, eating refined sugar every day. Now, we all know sugar isn't great for our health, but most people link it to diabetes or weight gain, not muscle loss. Here's what's rarely talked about. Refined sugar directly harms your muscles. When you eat things like soda, candy, cookies, white bread, or packaged snacks, your blood sugar spikes. Your body responds by releasing insulin. But too much insulin day after day leads to chronic inflammation inside your body. And that inflammation does something dangerous. It slows down your body's ability to repair and rebuild muscle tissue. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that excess sugar reduces muscle protein synthesis. That means even if you walk or exercise, your muscles may not recover or grow as they should because sugar is interfering with the process. And there's more. Sugar also increases oxidative stress, a kind of internal rusting process. It produces harmful molecules called free radicals that damage healthy muscle cells over time. This leads to faster muscle fatigue, slower recovery, less strength even with movement. And the worst part, sugar is hiding everywhere. Not just in candy, but in fruit juice, breakfast cereals, flavored yogurts, salad dressings, low-fat snacks, and even bread. You might not be eating chocolate cake, but you could still be taking in too much sugar. So what can you do? Read food labels. Watch for words like glucose, corn syrup, maltodextrin, or cane juice. Swap sugary snacks for fruits like apples, pears, or berries. Use cinnamon or vanilla instead of sugar in drinks or oats. Choose unsweetened yogurt, whole grains, and natural sweeteners like dates or honey in small amounts. Even small changes can reduce inflammation and support your muscle health. Because sugar doesn't just affect your blood. It affects your balance, your strength, and your independence. And that brings us to habit number 9. Something even simpler and something many people forget about every single day. Habit number 9. Not drinking enough water. It sounds simple, right? But this is one of the most common and quiet mistakes older adults make. You might think, I drink tea, I have juice with lunch. I'm not thirsty, so I must be fine. But here's the truth. Your muscles are made up of nearly 75% water. And when your body doesn't get enough, your muscles are the first to suffer. Without proper hydration, your muscles lose flexibility, cramp more easily, recover slower, feel stiff and weak, even after light activity. And if you're only drinking coffee, tea, or soda throughout the day, you may actually be dehydrating your muscles even more. That's because caffeine and sugary drinks act as diuretics. They make your body lose more water instead of holding on to it. Here's something else. When you're dehydrated, your blood circulation slows down. That means fewer nutrients and less oxygen reach your muscles, making it harder for them to function, heal, or grow stronger. And if you've ever felt muscle tightness, fatigue, or dizziness after sitting or walking for a while, dehydration might be part of the reason. So, how much water is enough? Most older adults need at least 6 to 8 glasses of clean water per day, more if you live in a hot climate, take certain medications, or are active during the day. But don't wait until you're thirsty. By the time you feel thirsty, your body is already short on water, and your muscles are already struggling. Here are a few easy tips to help. Start your day with a glass of water before coffee or tea. Drink a small glass before every meal. Carry a water bottle and sip throughout the day. Add slices of lemon, cucumber, or mint if plain water feels boring. Eat water-rich foods like watermelon, cucumber, and oranges. And remember, hydration is not just about avoiding cramps. It's about protecting your circulation, your mobility, and your muscle recovery every single day. Water may not seem powerful, but for your muscles, it's like fuel in a car engine. Without it, things begin to break down. Habit number 8, avoiding strength exercises. Now, I understand. When we hear strength training, we often think of gyms, heavy weights, or young athletes lifting barbells. And for many seniors, the idea can feel scary, painful, or just too much. But here's something you may not know. The older you get, the more important strength training becomes. That's because after the age of 30, your body naturally starts losing muscle, about 3 to 5% every decade. And that rate doubles after 60 if nothing is done to slow it down. So when we avoid using our muscles, they quietly shrink. And one day we realize we can't carry a basket of laundry. We need help standing up from a chair. We're afraid of falling while climbing stairs. But here's the good news. You can stop it, even reverse it. And it doesn't take hours in gym. A study in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that just 2 30-minute strength sessions a week can help seniors rebuild muscle, improve balance and posture, and reduce the risk of falls. So, what does strength training look like for you? It can be simple and safe. Lifting small water bottles, sitting and standing from a chair without using hands, doing wall push-ups, using stretching bands, or holding a standing position for 10 seconds. The key is gentle resistance, just enough to signal to your body. These muscles are still needed. Don't let them go. You don't have to do much, but you do need to do something. Even 10 minutes a day can make a big difference. Start slow. Breathe deeply. Focus on control, not speed. And if you're unsure where to begin, we have plenty of follow-along videos here on Senior Fit to guide you step by step. Because strength isn't about lifting heavy. It's about keeping your freedom. And when you use your muscles, even just a little, they'll show up for you in return. Habit number 7. Eating foods that silently damage your muscles. You may be doing everything right. Moving regularly, drinking water, even doing light exercise. But if your plate is filled with the wrong foods, your muscles could still be suffering. That's because what you eat matters just as much as how you move. Some foods may look harmless. They taste good. They're convenient. They may even be labeled as healthy. But over time, they can increase inflammation, weaken your muscles, and slow your recovery. Let's look at some of the worst offenders when it comes to muscle health. Sugary soft drinks. High in sugar, zero nutrients. They feed inflammation and weaken the muscle's ability to repair. Processed meats, sausages, ham, and deli slices contain preservatives that can harm muscle and heart health. White bread and refined flour. Stripped of nutrients, they raise blood sugar quickly and offer no fuel for your muscles. Fried and fast foods, loaded with unhealthy fats that interfere with muscle function and recovery. Packaged snacks and chips, full of sodium and artificial ingredients that promote water retention and fatigue. Sweets and pastries spike insulin, then crash your energy and muscle-building hormones. Too much alcohol blocks nutrient absorption and weakens muscles over time. Energy drinks and strong caffeine overstimulate your body, leading to poor sleep and slower recovery. Artificial sweeteners may disrupt digestion and gut health, affecting nutrient uptake. Canned foods with too much salt. Excess sodium draws water out of your muscles, making them stiff and prone to cramps. Now, I'm not saying you need to give up all your favorite foods, but it's important to become aware. What you eat either supports your muscles or slowly wears them down. So what should you do? Start by swapping white bread for whole grains, replacing sugary drinks with water or herbal tea, choosing fresh, lean meats or legumes over deli cuts, and adding more vegetables, nuts, seeds, and anti-inflammatory foods like olive oil or turmeric. Even small changes to your plate can make a big difference. Your body is always trying to repair and protect itself, but if it doesn't get the right fuel, it simply can't do the job. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be a little better than yesterday. Habit number 6. Overusing painkillers and anti-inflammatory medications. For many older adults, this is a quiet habit that feels completely normal. You feel sore, stiff, or achy, so you reach for a pill, maybe ibuprofen, acetaminophen, or something similar. It helps. And because it helps, you take it again the next day and the next. But here's what most people don't realize. Using these medications too often can quietly interfere with how your muscles heal, rebuild, and stay strong. You see, your body has a natural way of repairing muscle when you move, exercise, or even just walk. Your muscles experience tiny micro tears. This is normal. It's part of the building process. Your body responds with a gentle, healthy wave of inflammation to repair the muscle and make it stronger. But when you take anti-inflammatory drugs regularly, you block that process. Your body no longer gets the signal to rebuild. A study published in the journal Applied Physiology found that long-term use of NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, can suppress muscle protein synthesis, the very process your body uses to restore and strengthen muscle tissue. And that's not the only concern. Overusing painkillers can also strain your liver and kidneys, which are key to nutrient processing, irritate your stomach lining, affecting digestion, and interfere with the absorption of key vitamins and minerals needed for muscle health. So, while the pill may take away pain today, it may be silently weakening your strength over time. Now, this doesn't mean you should never use pain relief. Sometimes it's necessary after surgery, injury, or for chronic conditions. But if it's become a daily routine, it may be time to step back and ask, is this helping or just hiding something deeper? Here are some gentler ways to manage aches and protect your muscles. Use a warm compress or Epsom salt bath. Try gentle stretching or walking. Eat anti-inflammatory foods like ginger, turmeric, or fatty fish. Stay hydrated. Practice deep breathing or mindfulness to reduce tension. And of course, talk to your doctor before changing any medication. But remember, your body has the wisdom to heal if you give it the chance. Sometimes the goal isn't to silence the pain. It's to listen to what it's trying to tell you. Habit number 5, not eating enough protein. Most people think protein is just for athletes or bodybuilders. But here's the truth. As you get older, your body needs even more protein to stay strong. That's because aging naturally causes your muscles to break down faster. And unless you give your body the building blocks it needs, it simply can't keep up. The problem? Many seniors eat too little protein without even realizing it. A typical day might look like this. Toast or porridge for breakfast, soup and crackers for lunch, a bit of rice and vegetables for dinner. No meat, no eggs, no fish, not much muscle fuel. You feel full, but your muscles are slowly starving. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition recommends that older adults consume at least 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. For someone weighing 65 kilos, that's around 80 to 100 grams of protein daily. But many seniors only get half that amount. And without enough protein, your body struggles to repair muscle after activity, maintain strength and balance, heal from injuries or surgery, and stay energetic and mobile. So, how can you get more protein easily and gently? Try adding eggs for breakfast, Greek yogurt as a snack, fish or chicken at lunch or dinner, lentils, beans, or tofu for plant-based protein, or a protein smoothie with banana, oats, and peanut butter. And remember, it's not about eating a big steak. It's about including a little protein at every meal consistently. Even small steps help because muscles aren't just made in the gym. They're built in the kitchen. Habit number 4, not getting enough sleep. It might surprise you, but your muscles don't grow when you're moving. They grow when you're resting, especially when you're asleep. Sleep isn't just about recharging your mind. It's also the time when your body repairs tissue, rebuilds muscle fibers, and balances your hormones. But here's the problem. Many older adults don't sleep deeply or long enough. They go to bed late, wake up too early, toss and turn in the night. And over time, this broken sleep quietly steals their strength. A study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism showed that less than 6 hours of sleep per night reduces your body's production of growth hormone, a key hormone for muscle repair and maintenance. Without it, your muscles heal slower, shrink faster, feel more sore and stiff, and struggle to rebuild after activity. So what can you do? Start by building a sleep routine. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Avoid screens and bright lights 1 hour before bed. Create a quiet, cool, dark room. Drink a calming herbal tea or take a warm bath. And avoid caffeine and heavy meals in the evening. And remember, poor sleep can also be a sign that something deeper is off, like stress, pain, or even poor nutrition. Sleep isn't a luxury for your muscles. It's a lifeline. If you're not resting well, your body doesn't have a chance to restore what it's lost. Habit number 3, skipping breakfast or starting your day with the wrong foods. It might seem harmless. Some people wake up without much appetite. Others just grab coffee and toast, thinking that's enough to get going. But here's what most don't realize. After a night of sleep, your muscles have gone 7 to 9 hours without any nutrients. Breakfast is your body's first chance to stop muscle breakdown and start muscle repair. When you skip it or eat something sugary and low in protein, your body stays in a state of catabolism. That means it continues breaking down muscle tissue for energy. Over time, this leads to more muscle loss, less energy throughout the day, slow metabolism, and a greater risk of weakness and falls. The worst kind of breakfast, just coffee and bread. It gives you a quick burst of energy, but no lasting fuel. It spikes your blood sugar, then causes a crash. Instead, your first meal should include protein like eggs, yogurt, or nut butter, healthy fats like avocado or flaxseed, complex carbs like oats or whole grain toast, and hydration, a glass of water to wake your muscles up. Here are a few gentle breakfast ideas for seniors. A boiled egg with whole wheat toast, oatmeal topped with chia seeds and banana, plain yogurt with berries and almonds, or a protein smoothie with banana, peanut butter, and milk. Even something small can make a big difference, as long as it contains protein and real nourishment. Remember, breakfast isn't just about energy. It's about telling your muscles you're safe, you're supported, you're being rebuilt today. Habit number 2, sitting for long periods without moving. It's one of the most common habits among older adults because it feels safe. We sit to rest, watch TV, read, eat, and sometimes just because we feel tired. But the truth is, sitting too much, especially for hours at a time, can quietly weaken your muscles faster than you think. Your body was designed to move. When you sit for long stretches, especially without breaks, your muscles receive a dangerous signal. You don't need us anymore. And so the body begins to shrink those muscles, starting with the most important ones for independence: your legs, your hips, your core. Over time, you may notice more stiffness when standing up, trouble with balance, difficulty climbing stairs, and faster fatigue even after short walks. Even if you exercise once a day, it may not be enough if you spend the rest of your days sitting still. A study in the Journals of Gerontology found that prolonged sitting is linked to faster muscle loss, a greater risk of falls, and increased frailty, especially in people over 60. So what can you do? The solution is simple but powerful. Break up your sitting time. Here's how. Stand up every 30 to 40 minutes, even just for 1 to 2 minutes. Stretch your arms and legs while watching TV. Walk around the house during phone calls, or do a few light marches in place or calf raises while waiting for the kettle to boil. You don't have to run laps. You just have to remind your muscles, we still need you. These small movements help your muscles stay active, your joints lubricated, and your blood flowing, all of which support strength, balance, and overall health. Habit number 1. Staying inactive after meals, especially sitting or lying down for long periods. It's something so many of us do. You eat a full meal and then sit back on the couch to relax. Maybe you scroll on your phone or turn on the TV. It feels comforting, even deserved. But here's what's quietly happening inside your body after eating. Your body needs good circulation to digest food, move nutrients to your muscles, and regulate your blood sugar. But when you sit still or worse, lie down right after eating, your digestion slows. Your blood sugar spikes higher and stays longer, and your muscles miss the opportunity to absorb the nutrients they need to recover and grow. Over time, this habit contributes to poor circulation, fat buildup instead of muscle repair, increased stiffness and fatigue, and accelerated muscle loss, especially in the lower body. It doesn't take much to break this pattern. Try these simple, gentle changes. After a meal, take a 5 to 10 minute walk around the house or outside. Do standing stretches or light household tasks, or even just stay upright. Folding laundry, washing dishes, or walking slowly can help your muscles stay engaged. Movement after eating improves digestion, nutrient absorption, blood flow to your muscles, and long-term strength and balance. It may seem small, but this one change, moving gently after meals, can make a lasting difference in how your body ages. You've now learned the 10 silent habits that can slowly destroy muscle strength if left unchecked. They aren't dramatic. They're everyday choices, small actions that build up over time. But the best part, you have the power to change them starting today. Here's a quick recap. 1. Refined sugar. 2. Poor hydration. 3. Skipping strength exercises. 4. Eating inflammatory foods. 5. Overusing painkillers. 6. Low protein intake. 7. Not getting enough sleep. 8. Skipping breakfast. 9. Sitting for too long. 10. Lying down after meals. None of these require perfection, just awareness. Start with one small change. Drink an extra glass of water. Add an egg to breakfast. Take a short walk after lunch. They may feel small, but they stack up to real, lasting strength. Because staying strong after 60 isn't about lifting heavy weights or doing intense workouts. It's about daily habits, gentle effort, consistent care. So now I ask you, which habit are you ready to change today? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Senior Fit. Your body has carried you this far. Let's keep it strong for the road ahead. See you in the next video. And until then, stay well, stay active, and stay independent.